Hey everybody, welcome back. I got something really unique for you today. You know I love headlamps. This one is really handy and has some neat features. So we're going to check out the Mikosi Rechargeable 1300 Lumen headlamp. Alright everybody, welcome back. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I love headlamps. I feel they're very important in a preparation or survival type situation because they free up your hands. And when you're working around emergencies, disasters, whatever, you want your hands as free as possible. They're also awesome for situations where you may lose power in your home and you want to cook something or do something. Your hands are free to do whatever they want. And I promise not to fly my hands all over the place in the video. But your hands are free to do whatever they want. So with this little headlamp here, this is kind of unique too, because it's got 5 different modes. Now, it's got a cob LED, chip on board is what that means on front here. So basically it's one big LED. If you look closely, you'll see the individual points on it there. And it also has this little light on the side. This little light on the side is kind of handy because it points downward. That's one of the things I liked about this. Now, I did review something similar to this recently, but it pointed forward. And being that I wear glasses most of the time, there's nothing more annoying than getting that light right in that corner of those glasses there, and it just was blinding. Well, this thing points downward, and it doesn't do that, so it's really neat. We are going to try it out a little bit inside my house here. We're going to do it both in the garage here with the lights off. We're also going to try it out in my storeroom, so you kind of get an idea of what it would be like if you were looking through your canned goods or whatever after emergencies or disasters or power outages or whatever. So, the modes. You've got a cob high mode right along here. That's your cob. You got a cob medium mode. You have a LED high mode over here, a little LED light, and a low mode and a strobe mode. I don't know that strobes are really necessary for headlamps, but it's kind of handy to have. I think for a defensive flashlight, they're really good because they can kind of stun an attacker or shock somebody or kind of like, whoa, what's that? You know, and chase them off a little bit. At least not a determined attacker. Somebody who's determined isn't going to care about a strobe light. But something like that, it's kind of a neat feature to have in there as an extra. The strobe mode can be activated by pushing the power button. And you notice there's 2 buttons here. Okay, and you have a charge and a motion button. Here's another neat feature about this, and it was kind of similar to another little flashlight that I reviewed recently, is when you turn it on, you also have this motion mode here. I'm going to try to do this without blinding you. You have that little thing there, so you push that, then you'll see this turns half green. That allows you basically to be able to move your hand up and down to turn the light on or off. That is really cool and kind of handy too. Now, you don't need to use it, so if you're in a situation, say, where maybe you're chopping wood and you're cutting with an axe or something, that would really kind of get annoying after a while to keep doing that. So you can turn that off. Put it on, turn it off, and then it doesn't do it anymore. So you can turn that off. Now the modes are, this is pretty much simple here. You got your high, we go into the modes here, high, low, high on the LED, low on the LED. Then if you hold it in any mode, you'll get the strobe there. Okay, I won't do that too long because that could really be annoying. I don't want to induce seizures on my videos. So all in all, it's a pretty simple device. It does take about, when I got it, it was about, I would say probably 3/4 of the way full. So it took maybe 20-30 minutes to top off. It was really easy to charge up, not a problem at all. One of the nice things about the cob light is that you get 230 degrees of bright light. So it's a little bit brighter than, say, one of those little headlamps with just a light on it in one place. Recently I showed you the Preparedness 2 from Olight. Extremely bright light, but very focused beam, and not so handy when you're working, say, at a campsite or in your own home. This gives you that big, wide beam, so no matter where you're looking, okay, no matter where your head's moving, you got light straight ahead in all areas underneath you. Very handy for that. I do like that. I do like the fact that it's rechargeable. You know, years ago, I was really anti-rechargeable stuff. I'm like, give me batteries, I can take them out, throw them out, put new batteries in, you know? And I don't have to mess around with this, oh, let's charge it up now and wait an hour for it to finish. Rechargeable stuff has come a long way since then, and you don't have to worry about batteries dying on you every single time you recharge them. I found that with older rechargeables, especially even devices like this that have the battery inside of it, they got weaker over time. You'd use it the first time and it was so bright and amazing, and then you'd recharge it 2 or 3 times and the life was shorter, and eventually the battery would die. So I really, really like the fact that the newer rechargeable batteries have the ability to be recharged and not die on you within 2 or 3 uses. Another nice feature of this is just super lightweight. I can fold this up and stick it in a pocket and not even have to worry about it. I can just stick that right in my side pocket and take it with me and not even have to worry about it. I can put it in my shirt pocket. I'll show you right here. Toss it in my shirt pocket. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there you go. I mean, that's in my top shirt pocket right there. No problem at all. So definitely handy to have like that. Very easy to carry around with you. Very, very lightweight. I mean, it's, what is it, 0.16 pounds. Not even, the 1/10 of a pound. So the thing is super, super lightweight. So what we're going to do is demo it a little bit. I'm going to take it over to the other side of the garage first, because I like to show you that alleyway, that walkway there. And then we're going to try it in my storeroom. And the reason we're doing it in my storeroom is because it's the darkest room in the house. I like to keep it very dark and cool in there. So we'll see what that looks like in there. And then we'll bring it back and wrap up. But first, let me shut off all of these lights and let's take it over to the other side and see how it works. Alright, I think I have that cob LED straight on my head. It's kind of difficult sometimes to judge where it is. But if you can put this thing over your ear where the button is, you'll see. Alright, so that is the cob LED on high. That's that top piece. I'm going to take it off to show you really quick. It's just that light bar up there. Okay, that's it on high. Let's put it back on my head. Let's take it to low. It's going to turn off now. To low. There we go. Okay. Now we'll use the side light. Very bright focus beam, surprisingly enough. And it is so nice that it doesn't get in the side of my glasses. The other ones I tried, they had a straightforward light in them. And I've since given that headband away just because of that feature. It just bothered me because I wear glasses. Okay, let's go back to there. That's the high, that's the low, that's the side, and that's the side low. Now, if you let it sit for a few minutes, it will shut off when you next turn it off. All right, so like now, it's going to shut off on me. Now, I'm going to press and hold, show you the strobe really quick. Okay, let's stop that. Again, I don't want to give anybody seizures. And there we go, back to normal. So all in all, I'm really impressed with the light. I feel comfortable using it. It's not like a headlamp that would be too heavy, and you're always pushing it back up on your head, or you have to tighten the headband. The headband on this isn't super tight, and it is adjustable, of course. But it's comfortable. And it doesn't need to have that tightness to it that sometimes you have to keep doing with heavier headlamps. Like, I love the Perrin 2, right? But that thing is heavy in front. You almost need a counterweight in the back of your headlamp to do it. So let's take it to my storeroom. It's going to be fairly dark in there. It's not, of course, it's daytime, so it's not pitch black. But I like doing it in this way. I like doing it around the house and type stuff, because so many guys want to go do videos of lights outdoors when a headlamp like this is something I'd use in my house in a power outage in the dark, whatever. So let's go try it in the storeroom and see how we like it in there. Alright, so right now you're facing one of my main storage racks in here. There's about 8 of them in here. I'm going to hit on the light, and look at that. Now, if I had to come in here in a power outage, I can pretty much see everything I'd need. We'll give you a little turn around this way. And I would put you in the other storeroom, but there's a big window in there so it doesn't get dark. But as you can tell, this will definitely work for your usages around the house. And this very room is where I discovered I liked headlamps, because I was able to put one on and look around through my stuff and get things organized, and just as easily have stuff done. So it was definitely nice to have this big, wide, I have my hand in front of it now, this big wide cob LED. I'm going to put it on the low cob and see, okay, that's the low. So you can see what it looks like on all the different modes. On high, it doesn't have that flicker. It's not, the light isn't flickering, it's the camera picking up the specific frequency of the light. But definitely really, really cool. I really, really like this headlamp. So I'm probably going to stick this right by the door there. So if the power goes out and I have to come in here, I got that ready to go. So anyway, let's get it back on the table. Finish up. I'm going to tell you, because there's a 30% discount on this too. There's a code. It's going to be active tonight if you want to order this. So let's get it back on the table and finish up. Alright folks, so that's the light. That, you saw what it looks like. You saw how bright it is. I do like the cob LEDs as headlamps. For some reason, they seem to give me this big, wide open area of light without a focus beam, and they're also super light. I mean, I'd even like this light if it didn't have the side light on it. But the side light's nice when you need a bit of a distance and a focused beam. This is better for just a wide open area where you can look at everything. So, let's get into the discounts on this. We're going to give you a total of a 30% discount on this, all right? There's a 5% coupon that's on the website, and will be on the website. If you go right away the minute this video's up, it might not be there yet. So it's going to be 1300 Pacific Daylight Time. That is 1 o'clock Pacific Time, which means if you're on the East Coast, that's 4 o'clock. So that's when the discount will be live. So if you're interested in picking this up, I want you guys to see that and know that it's going to be up a little bit. The discount's going to be up later. You can go to the site and look at it. You can probably even add it to your cart, but you're not going to get that 30% discount until that time. So the discount works like this. There's a 5% coupon that's going to be on the website. You know how they always have those coupons right under the price. Click this here to save 5%. Do that, add it to your cart. I've got a 25% social media discount. That code will be down below. It's 25DYD7MYIAP. So you don't have to listen to what I said. Copy and paste it. It'll be in the description down below. Right under the link for this in the description down below. I have a lot of new subscribers sometimes asking me, that's great, but where can I buy it? And I'm like, right down there. It's there. We didn't forget you. Sometimes I do forget, so that's cool. The code will end on the 11th. So make sure you get in on this deal. It's going to start, like I said, today at 1300 Pacific Daylight Time, and it will end on the 11th. So that's a pretty darn good deal. I mean, to get the thing itself is $17.99. It's $18. Hard to go wrong with that. I mean, you know, $18 for something that nice and bright. It is rechargeable. Here is the cord it comes with. I didn't show you the charging port, but that is on the side here. Let me open it up for you. Get out of there. There we go. It is a USB-C charge, and like I said, it charged up pretty quick. I'd say it was 3/4 full when I got it, but it charges up super fast. USB-C seems to charge a whole lot faster. I believe this is your sensor network area somewhere around here. Maybe that's the, no, that's the sensor. I'm sorry. That's the sensor. This is just decoration. When I first got this light, I'm thinking, well, but how do I turn this light on? It's not a light. It's just gray plastic. So, it's not a sensor. It's just plastic. That's your sensor there. And that's your light here. So to charge it, it's very simple. You're just going to plug this in, plug it into your power bank, solar panels, whatever you're going to use, charge it up, and you're ready to go. So all in all, definitely cool little flashlight. I really do like the way it operates. The instructions are kind of simple, not much to them. It does show you how to use the light, and that's really all you need. This will be red while you're charging it. It will turn green when it's done. So, all in all, a nice little headlamp. Definitely small enough to fit in your pocket because it's a cob LED. The whole thing just folds down to nothing. And you can squish that cob LED in your pocket. I mean, that's what you're carrying for a headlamp. Instead of carrying something with a big head on it or a big front that may go up or down and be heavy on your head. You have to keep the band a lot tighter. I had this fairly loose. You can tighten it up. It does have straps on either side. So I'm definitely impressed with it. So that is a Mikosi Rechargeable 1300 Lumen headlamp. Honestly, the light on it is really, really nice. It is a nice white beam, a nice white light. The beam is really good too, but I really like the fact that you got that white light that just opens up a whole area. You saw in the storeroom, I mean, that was pitch black when we started. And you saw in the storeroom when I turned it on, boom, it was like daylight. Everything in there was lit up. And instead of having that focus beam that's just looking at one can, oh, where did I put that? You got that whole area all lit up nice and wide. 230 degrees of bright light. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. The link, like I said, will be down below with the discount code. Underneath that is our freeze-dried wholesaler link. You click that link, you're going to save 15% on any and all freeze-dried food he has. He's got a ton of stuff. Like I say, everything from burgers, freeze-dried chicken, freeze-dried both raw and cooked chicken, freeze-dried filet mignons, freeze-dried brisket. He's got so much stuff going on there, so definitely check him out. Like I said, sometimes he runs those mid-rat specials, which are the midday rations. He's a contractor with the DOD, and he contracts out with them and sometimes makes stuff for various military agencies. So we will have those specials from time to time, but you've got to get in on them, and they're always pre-orders. But for just everyday shopping and you want to save up and start stocking up, it's a good way to do it fairly cost effectively. Plus, my link saves you 15%. So even though he had to raise his prices a little bit on some things, you still got that 15% saving. Underneath that, we got our Jace Medical link. If you're interested in getting good American prescribed antibiotics that you know are going to work and aren't fake or shipped over from some container in China, this is the way to do it. You do a consultation with them online, and you'll have doctors prescribe you emergency antibiotics your family might need in an emergency, and that is a lifesaver. So it's definitely worth it. We have our My Patriot Supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com. 3 months supply of food this month, $150 off. It was cheap to begin with, but now you got $150 off. So definitely check it out. Our Thrive Life link, as well as our Amazon affiliate store. I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.